Sorry. I'm streaming. Oh shit, I'm streaming. Okay. Howdy and aloha, everyone. This is James with Mana Talk. Mana meaning mystical Polynesian power, and talk meaning use your words. All right. I got to start with this first. Just saying. So, welcome to Social Media Saturday or Sunday. But I wanted to show. Where is it? I think we're here. Yeah. This is the future, people. Just letting you know. Here's the future. We're going to play this real quick. Fuck. That's wild. That is crazy, man. Alright, that's enough. But I think we're going to need these people here. Right? Wait. The Missouri State High School Clay Target League. Right? There you go. And I'm telling people right here, buy a shotgun. Right? Buy a fucking shotgun, people. I'm telling you right now. Telling you. Good to have something. Just in case. Just fucking God. Could you imagine that? Holy bejesus. Alright. Off to Social Media Saturday. So, I been poking around through X and Facebook and Instagram and Truth Social and YouTube and all that stuff. And the things that I'm finding more recently are, look, there's always something you have to question. There's always something you have to contemplate or consider or say, what the fuck? I mean, that doesn't seem right. That just common basic sense says, that seems a little off to me. And there's just so many. I thought, I don't know, by now things would be a little bit back to, I don't know what the new normal is or any normal. Oh, hey, Cheryl, how you doing? I had to mute. Okay. It's all right. Good to see you. Yeah, so I am just saying, if you want to come on, let me know. There's some interesting stuff out there. I would say one of them is knowing this. Right? This guy right here. Throwback to Tim Walz signing a bill that allows abortions up to until birth. That's disgusting. There could be complications, but I'm just saying, it's just at a certain point you got to go. And I remember Trump saying he was okay with 15 weeks, right? Because I'm going to tell you right now, from my personal experience, 10 or 11 is still fucked up. Okay? And it's just not good. I'm just saying that there's contraception out there. That's fine. Whatever you want to do. I'm not against all the total abortion. I'm just saying there are things that happen, especially with the mRNA genocidal bioweapon for fluvid-19 shots and all that shit. It could be bad. It could be really bad, you know. And my actual thought on it is, look, the way we're designed, right, is you want to do it, you know, but what they want you to do is this, and they want you to do this, and some people are falling into that. Some people I know personally, or have known personally, have kind of gone in that direction, which is up to you. I get it. The question I have, and I've always said about this topic, is how did it happen? Right? I gotta say that if somebody's raped, tortured, or whatever the case, and there's some fucking crazy shit out there, that I think, you know, without consent or anything like that, or any, that should eliminate the decision of the dude. You know what I mean? In my opinion, it's just, if you actually raped a girl or a woman or a lady or whatever, I don't think you should have any say, in my opinion, because that's not how it's done. You're supposed to be consensual. Hey, you know, we're fiddling around on social media, or maybe we're starting to do something, or maybe I'll meet you at a bar, or meet you at church, or meet you at a shopping center, or wherever, you know, park, beach, mountains, whatever. And you do something, and you have a little bit of feeling in something, or, you know, then I think the guy should have a say so. You know, that's my opinion. That's just me. And you can have whatever opinion you want, but this is pretty brutal right there. You know what I'm saying? Just pretty brutal. All right, I'm going to jump down and get out of that topic. It's kind of a weird one. Let me just go here. Now, I've been researching this. Deep State is in panic, aggressively attempting to discredit Border Czar Tom Homan with smear tactics. Oh, yeah, they're going after him. What I found out is the other day, my last video, I brought up this cartoon that Hanaho, or some idiot from Hawaii, a senator from Hawaii, brought up a cartoon figure of him stealing. I should fucking just show you. I gotta show you. I just gotta show you this.
It took me 30 years of doing laundry to learn this, but I'll teach it to you in about 1 minute.
We all know that liquid detergents don't have a hard time dissolving in water.
Oh my God. All right.
As we join you this evening, the internet is ablaze with videos of the leading Democrat candidate for governor of California, Katie Porter. And while I'm going to... As we join you this evening, the internet is ablaze with videos of the leading Democrat candidate for governor of California, Katie Porter. And while I'm going to show you those videos, I have always remembered...
Yeah, she's a whack job. Position this. Yeah, I don't have a team. Just letting you guys know. It's been me and only me. Actually, I did have a team from 2018 to 2022. Stevie and I had a pretty good show going. She was very helpful, very insightful. Just great gift to gab. One-liners were amazing. Just great presence on YouTube. I just really wish she would get back on, but, you know, she's not going to do it because I'm saying it. That's basically why. Probably. That's probably why. Or something. I'm not sure what it is, but she just used to be a trailblazer, and she was doing so good. Let me see here. Let me just grab this. I gotta show a picture of that cartoon. It's fucking retarded. Am I going too far right? Is this it? I think this is it right here. No, that's not it. Maisie. It's Maisie. Okay. Reno. Tom Holman. I don't think. No, let's go back. Maybe that is it. Let's check. No, how old is that? 9:25? Maybe. Let me check. Commercial.
At your confirmation hearing, you assured me that it is the Department of Justice's decision to determine what cases will be prosecuted. Last month, the U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia was forced out. President Trump then posted the message behind me asking about prosecuting James Comey. You then appointed a new U.S. attorney who within days secured an indictment against...
No, that's not it.
As we join you this evening, the internet is ablaze with videos of the leading Democrat candidate for governor of California, Katie Porter. And while I'm going to show you those videos, I have
You know what? I'm just going to do this. I know exactly where it's at. It's right here. You want to keep it, the theater going, or do you want to finally
No less, and that you testified...
Oh, is that the cartoon? That's the cartoon they're using. I haven't even seen... oh my god. I didn't even go this far. And it's just crazy. What else? I want to see any other cartoons she has. Let me speed up here. Down. Hit solid. That's what she put up. And that's what Maisie Rono put up. That's the proof against border czar Tom Homan. And there's so many other people that have put a lot of baloney or crap on the wall to see if it sticks, and it's not, and it hasn't. And I researched this pretty thoroughly because this actually happened on September. Was it the 5th? I think it was September 15th of 2024. Right before, when people were campaigning, and they said that Homan, current border czar, was baited by an agent to take a bribe for $50,000. And then that is for some way they were saying that he was, this is allegations, more like speculation and just conspiracy, actual, not real theories, that he was like this one right here. Here's one. My house says. And there's just a bunch of this. If you jump into and type in to Google Trump criminal, Trump bad, Trump anything negative Trump, something, whatever, you're going to find just thousands of content creators, influencers that are bashing and going after the Republican Party, Trump, going after him constantly, whoever else they can. And most of it's just allegations, just speculation. Nothing sticks, right? Time to investigate except 50,000. This is MSNBC, of course, right here. Well, let's just see what they have. Okay, in 7 minutes. I'm just going to zip through it, just to kind of show you. Do a new tab for this. And we're going to get a commercial for that.
Welcome back. A stunning report about one of the most high-profile members of the Trump administration. MSNBC was first to report that Tom Homan, President Trump's border czar, was allegedly recorded accepting $50,000 in a bribe from undercover FBI agents last September, telling those agents who were posing as business executives that he could get them government contracts in a second Trump administration. That's according to multiple people familiar with the probe and internal documents reviewed by MS.
So where is it? Allegedly, where is this alleged tape or this information? Because I can't find it. And they haven't produced it. We don't know if it's out there. I've looked diligently for this thing. If somebody can find it, let me know. And then I'd need to analyze it to see if it's actually what they're talking about. But the thing is nothing. There's nothing there. And every time you hear Hino or Hono or fucking Chef or anybody talk about it, they'll Pam and Cash and everybody else just goes, we found that it's nothing. It's a nothing burger. You know? I mean, wouldn't that be something that you'd want to put out in September of 2024 if you really had something to make Trump's campaign stumble a little bit? I mean, wouldn't you do that? Wouldn't you do it like immediately after you pick the guy? After Trump picked the guy? It's just fucking bullshit. You know? It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, it's just baloney. And if guys, hey, I'd pay him $50,000 for the job he's doing. He's doing a fucking great job. He's doing a great job. All right, we've seen this a few times, but we're going to show it just because, for Matt, fucking awesome Gates. I keep telling you guys, he's the bomb. He went into cable social
As we join you
shit.
this evening, the internet is ablaze with videos of the leading Democrat candidate for governor of California, Katie Porter. And while I'm going to show you those videos, I have always remembered Katie Porter like this. Ladies and gentlemen, there are times when it is not okay to wear your Halloween costume to work. This is an image that I cannot get out of my head.
I can't see. That's fucked up. You put that up there,
But it
dude.
seems the former congresswoman also haunted her staff quite a bit. The dynamic she faces now is one where her own staff continues to releasing videos of her being a stone-cold witch. Here's Katie Porter, and she wants a clear camera shot.
Our transportation sector, that we're going to lose more than 500,000 Californians dying prematurely to air pollution and other problems, and the state could lose. Get out of my shot.
That's actually correct. It's not that it's electric vehicles, it's that if we don't make the commitments under the Paris Climate Accord.
Okay, it does. Okay, you also were in my shot before that. Stay out of my shot. Okay. I'm going to start again with electric vehicles saving us money. Perfect. Okay.
But as every future governor
Okay, it does. Okay, you also were in my shot.
of her being a stone-cold witch, here's Katie Porter, and she wants a clear camera shot.
Our transportation sector, that we're going to lose more than 500,000 Californians dying prematurely to air pollution and other problems, and the state could lose. Get out of my shot.
That's actually correct.
These people are nasty.
It's that
I'm telling you, they're fucking just. They'll be nice to your face, and they'll stab you in the back in a fucking heartbeat. And I'm talking about all the Demoncrats. People I just don't fucking trust anymore. At all. I expect nobody to trust them. They're just fucked up. Now, Katie Porter is supposed to be the one. It's not going to happen. They're not. If like I said, if Trump does this right and he's got the royal flush, he'll make sure with a swipe of his pen that party will not exist anymore, and that's what everybody should do. Now, I'm an independent, right? Yes, I'm leaning Republican right now, but the thing is the Democrats have just gone fucking loopy. I mean, seriously delusional, deranged, like way past this like insane asylum type mentality, and it's just it's disturbing to watch. It's shameful and disgusting at times. I mean, the whole Charlie Kirk thing kind of brought that out of him, and it's just been really terrific to just watch those. All right, I got to play this. This is my grandson. But what you got to listen to, this is him after he scores this touchdown. But just listen to his mom, my daughter. Yeah, it's just like her father. Just like her father. When it comes to sideline, I'm a fucking screamer, man. Watch it. Watch. He just blew the doors out of everybody. Turned the corner on that, and he was gone. And she shook the camera out. She didn't really see anything. You kind of catch him right there a little bit, and then right there a little bit. Yeah, he's gone. He's faster than everybody. Faster, stronger, more powerful. Pretty smart kid, too. Yeah. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, when I used to coach basketball, you could hear me. I was loud. I was fucking loud. Get that baritone voice or whatever the hell it is. And there, let me see. I got a little. I think I can get this. Let me see if I have that pic right there. Yeah, see, there he is on the left. By the sideline. And he came out of that so fast. That's what they were saying. And he just beat everybody. Nobody's going to catch up to him. It's just not going to happen. Right? It's just not going to happen. He's just gone. Poof. See ya. And these NFL players now are wearing these puffy helmet cap things. I'm just like, oh, what is happening? And they're freaking having flag football for the Pro Bowl. I'm like, what the fuck? 7-on-7. The linemen aren't even included. And then finally, we've got Dart and that running back guy, number 44. Kotzko, it'll come to me. But that's just fucking odd. I want to see smash mouth fucking football, man. Right? I want to see blazing football. That's what I want to see. Yo, Brother Mana, we are at the precipice. Yes, we are, sir. Those football players in Hawaii play pretty amazing. They are a strong football. Yeah, they are. They won today. They did really good. I'm going to watch that game after this show. I'm just letting you know. I'm probably going to get some popcorn and watch it. Kick back. Enjoy myself. And, yeah, this is pretty cool. I mean, it's look, I'm a very blessed man. There's no doubt. I was talking to one of the students at school the other day, and he's asking me, so what is life about? Or I couldn't really understand the question, but I just kind of told him this. I said, do everything you can. Chase your dream. Do everything you can. Go for it. If you're gonna do it, if you want it, if you want something bad enough, you're gonna go after it, right? I mean, you can tell yourself you want to be a billionaire. You can tell yourself you want to be a professional ping pong player. You can tell yourself you want to be a professional surfer. You can tell yourself all kinds of stuff, but it's the things that you do. It's the actions that you take. It dictates where you're going. Pretty simple, right? It's that simple. That's what I told him. I said, whatever you do and whatever you're going for, that's where you're headed. Okay, that's where you're headed. So I've been in limbo now ever since my last relationship. I've been kind of in limbo. Nothing really going on. Maybe if this and that, But it's very odd because I don't know. I'm just kind of just okay. I'm just okay right now. And if something comes around in relationship wise, business wise, I'm working on my insurance and what I call financial caddy, like a golf caddy kind of thing, like a crusader or whatever. I'm doing that, which is cool. And I got to put a lot more time and energy in that. I got to tell you right now, but work has just been rough, especially the nights changed. But I am working full time. Everything's been pretty good. I just put myself and a coworker. She's really awesome. Her name is I'm not going to say what her name is because I don't want to. She's just really a cool chick. And she works on cars, and she's one of the chefs in the back. And she gives me a really good deal. And she basically did most of the work. Put in the U-joints. I mean, I can do my own brakes. I've done my serpentine belt, the fan, clutch, power steering pump. I've done all kinds of stuff to my truck. And I'm glad I don't have a truck payment. I'm telling you right, I don't want a truck payment. If I'm going to make a lot of money in the future, I'm going to go out and buy a fucking car that's a little newer. It's not going to be a car. I got to have a truck. I'm sorry. I've always had a truck. I've had a truck pretty much forever, at least for 4 decades. I've always had a truck. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, it's just interesting, the question, and I had to let him know. Look, you're gonna do what you're gonna do, and how you do it, however you're brought up, whatever, like I said, whatever you're eating, whatever you're drinking, whatever you're seeing, your parents, your village, the people around you, things affect people. That's kind of steers people in certain directions. It has a pretty decent effect on you, and this is just me talking now. But at a certain point, you're going to find out that as you're moving through life, you're going to realize that it's you that puts you where you are. I just don't know. I don't know how to say it. There's things that, I could have done here, I could have done there, shoulda, woulda, coulda. I'd like to say I have regrets, but I've had. I can't say they're regrets because some of those regrets led to great, wonderful things. My kids, and their lives, and I just, it's just, I'm just so fucking blessed. I'm so. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you so much just for everything that I've done and been through. It's just fucking amazing. I can't go into the detail and all the shit I've been through and all this, positive, negative, fun, sad, evil, bad, whatever the case may be. I'm here, and I'm just extremely excited. Right now, I couldn't be more thankful, honestly, and appreciative for just thank you so much. Thank you. But anyway, moving forward now, I think we need to start we got to always question our employees. Okay, let's get to this. This is important. All right, I want to get over here. Still cool. My grandson is fucking just crushing it. Right, telling you. Golfing lately, just letting you know, I'm hitting around. I'm trying to break 90. I've broken 90 a few times, but I just haven't been consistent. It's tough. I've only been serious playing about once a week at the golf course for a little over a year now, and my game's gotten better. It was when I first started. I'd smash a bunch. I'd hit maybe 300, whatever. But sometimes I hit him like 400 that way and 500 this way. You know what I mean? I think you guys understand it. But I'm active. I'm out there moving around, which is good. But it's just so good to see the genes of my athleticism in there, along with my daughter and her husband, which that guy was an amazing athlete. My daughter's husband was, oh God, I used to watch my daughter play rugby. Just amazing athlete. And then her boyfriend at the time, became her in high school, became her husband. They're still together, doing great. It's really awesome. Just so proud of those people. They're just wonderful, wonderful, decent, fun, just good, down to earth, patriotic, fucking decent people. Just God, beautiful. And they're what I call what I've had in the past. It's called a power couple. You just know nothing's. The only thing that can get between them is themselves. Just good luck trying to pry those two apart, because they're like Penn and Teller, right? They're like the Wonder Twins. They don't look anything alike. But I gotta think, Gabe's a badass. When I used to watch my daughter play rugby, and then I used to go and watch him play, because the guy was fucking amazing. He was like one of the best rugby players I think I've ever seen. And he God, anyway, but that's really cool to see that. All right, we're gonna jump on back to social media. Sorry, doing a few things about me in there. I gotta get over here. So let's just jump down into here a little further. This is kind of weird. This is really bothering me. I'm I'm not really seeing a big change. I know it took about 2, 3, 4 years for the Biden administration, the illegitimate Biden administration. Black pillars, I am the light. Oliver, cheers. Black pillars, I am the... Okay. Aloha, Oliver. Welcome. Namaste. I don't know. God bless you, buddy. All right, so what do you think about the prices? I just, I was just getting some soy sauce today and went to Dollar Tree. A can of Spam is $3.95 in the state of Missouri, and Trump is saying that the economy is awesome and great and fantastic. And I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Because the T-bone steak I used to buy for like $4.95, $6 in 2018, 2019. A T-bone thick, about an inch thick was just. And I would get a T-bone or a porterhouse or a New York steak like once or twice a month. Right, and we'd eat really good, me and the wifey at the time, and I'm telling you, it's really expensive still right now. And I know there's a lot of things happening in regards to what they did to all the cattle, all this other bullshit, how they destroyed a lot of that, so the rebuilding, I get it, but I just feel like it's price gouging at this point. I really feel like it's price gouging, because you can have potato chips that are 99 cents for 16 ounces, a bag, right, or $1.99, which that same bag 2 years ago was $4.99, and then drop all these other prices down, but we're not touching meat. I mean, eggs, by the way, are down to $2.33. So yay for that. And I'm a big egg fan for sure. But the meat and the pork is still baffling to me. And you know what? I'm going to do a little research on that later. I think I want to find out what is keeping that high and why has it not plateaued and started to go down. So I'm going to look into that for sure. And I think I should just do one show on one topic. But this is supposed to be a Sunday, right? So this is interesting. And I've got to show you this. And look, I voted for Trump because I knew he definitely was a far better, by like leaps and bounds candidate and person to, because I just kept thinking to myself, do I want gas to be $5 a gallon here in Missouri or wherever I was living at the time in West Virginia or wherever? And I'm just like, well, no. So vote for Trump. And then I'm thinking all the bullshit, Russiagate and all this other shit. I mean, if you go here, you can see all the shit they did to him that turned out to be just crazy shit. And we're talking this is for Pam Bondi, of course. The Russia collusion hoax was just total and absolute bullshit. I want to see an arrest on that. January 6th, totally set up, 274 agents. What the fuck? I mean, that's been confirmed. Mar-a-Lago raid was just total bullshit, and they laid out all these files that were all fucking just theater. All this is theater. 2020 election, I know for a fact that COVID was a big part of it. It was able to give the cheaters, the riggers, and the fucking criminals a chance to prolong their ways and systems and processes of altering amounts and numbers and ballots and stuffing and trashing and all this other shit that they were doing. It just gave more time to create better numbers for Biden, which was supposedly 81 million. What? Yeah, nobody really believes that to this day. Hopefully Trump can do something about this. But COVID-19 was able to elongate the counting processes for weeks, and I think up to like a month and a half. Some people have said like 2 months, but just to be fair, a month and a half. Benghazi, that was bad. And then dog findings, Ukraine impeachment, Fauci. I mean, there's so many other things. Bill Gates. I still can't believe fucking Bill Gates was sitting next to Melania Trump. That just fucking irks the fuck out of me. Mark Zuckerberg is, of course, right next to fucking Trump, which I kind of understand that. Because Mark Zuckerberg is just going to do what he's able to do to make as much as he can to do what he does. And he could be, from a lot of people say, it could be an asset of the deep state, which many people are claiming. And that's what we should always keep in mind. We should never, ever, and I'm going to say this, and it might piss a couple of MAGAs and Massas and Mahas off. I think it's important to always question authority and its sources at every fucking turn. You have to. That's our job. That's what I was talking about. By the way, Trump is our employee. I know he knows it. He wants to be a great president, and you've got to go watch Kai Trump and Donald Trump play golf recently. It's a wonderful video. The guy's, I think he's really a sincere dude. I don't think he's the fucking person that most make him out to be. I've talked to people that have been to Mar-a-Lago. I've people right there. They've had dinner with him several times. And I'm just telling you, the guy's genuine and he's real and he cares. I think, but he's a far better pick by leaps and freaking bounds, to the next galaxy than Kamala or the illegitimate Biden administration was. So I'm going to play this only because there are some questions that are still kind of weird. Right? It's just the whole thing just seems real kind of weird.
So let me get this straight. Charlie Kirk had no coroner's report, no church funeral, no burial site or grave, no official death certificate. Why has no official autopsy been conducted, nor any findings released? No ballistics report, not a single eyewitness on the record, and an award-winning...
There was actually an autopsy that was done. Candace Owens confirmed, a bunch of other people confirmed. But it was by somebody nobody knew, and that was new to pretty much everywhere. Came out of nowhere and just decided to do it.
Widow already taking over his show. Why was the entire crime scene destroyed within hours, erasing vital evidence? They tore down everything, including the Dairy Queen. Why were there no paramedics on the scene? Why was Charlie Kirk's body removed and illegally flown out on Air Force Two? Why did Donald Trump pardon a Navy SEAL killer whose shadow looms over this case? Why was the stadium mysteriously booked by Turning Point 4 months before his death? How was a massive high-tech stadium memorial produced in only 11 days? Why do multiple women publicly appear as Erica Kirk, raising questions of identity? Why are there no birth certificates for their children? No names revealed, no faces ever shown? Where is a video of Charlie playing with his kids at a birthday party, or picnic, or any other family
there's a lot
setting?
of that.
Why do Freemasonic and satanic symbols surround this tragedy with chilling precision? Interesting that the gun was found on property owned by Palantir. Isn't it interesting Kash Patel fired many of the heads of the FBI in that area days before the shooting? Do you find it interesting that Charlie sold his house 8 months ago for $5 million?
I didn't know that.
If the father of your 2 young children was just brutally murdered for the world to see days ago, do you leave them home with the nanny while you go?
Yeah, this was interesting to me. A few days later, there she is. Real American Voice. Just smile. I don't know. Just all this. Now, I'm not saying all these perspectives or allegations or theories or whatever they're trying to do here, and I'm going to play the rest, are completely and factually accurate, because some of them have been a little debunked here and there, but like I've always said, let's just watch the rest of it.
Go on podcasts grinning from ear to ear? Is it not curious that a 17-year-old first-time Donald Trump beauty pageant contestant won, and now Trump appointed a top attorney general woman who has no experience, who was also in his beauty pageant? This is only a fraction of the clues and evidence on this psyop. For those of you brave enough to look at the evidence while removing the preconceived emotions, the conclusion is undeniable.
All right, quiet on the set.
Roll sound.
This is from the Truman Show. That's from the Truman Show. With Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey Truman Show.
Made up music.
Bravo!
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Yeah, I am always going to, let me just read what I wrote here. Just supposedly there was an autopsy done by some new person that nobody knows, and there still is a lot of questions unanswered. Something really fishy is going on, and I'll just kind of cut to the chase here and say that it leans towards a staged event. I'm just saying, let's look at the other side of this as well, or from the side of Charlie's perspective, as he had death threats by tons of people every day, and his security team was getting bigger and bigger. That's true. So if I wanted to pull off an Elvis and disappear, then why not? I mean, I'm just saying that it's. You know, and then, hey, Trump, help me with this. I got to get out of here. This is getting crazy. You know. So, but I think some people are going to be following around these kids and Erica. I've seen the kids in lots of videos with Charlie Kirk. So this is, you know, I am just saying that that's kind of my perspective. And honestly, it's kind of hard to get away from all this. So maybe that's what the process was. And then after they did everything, they closed it off. I mean, there was a big thing on Jimmy Dore and with Ian. I forgot his name, but the guy's got some good shit. I think it's right. It's over here somewhere. Ian Carroll. That's what his name was. Ian Carroll. Crime scene scrubbed. That was really odd. You know what I mean? That was really odd because I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'm just going to tell you. So this actually happened. It was almost like a day later or a few days later. They decided to redo everything there. You know, the crime scene. It's just, there's so many weird occurrences here. Usually if something of this caliber, from my perspective, and I can sense people saying, Jimmy, just leave this alone. Just leave this alone. I'm feeling you out there. I'm feeling you. I get it. But I want to say this, and I think it's important, is that if you're, I just want honesty. I'm really tired of the theater. And then people proving that it's fucking theater. It's just getting embarrassing and lame and stupid. It's kind of like 9/11. Right? I'm really tired of freaking Tulsi Gabbard saying it was the Taliban and all this other shit when Building 7, she never mentions, she won't. I've actually tried my hardest to send her the information, and there's tons of videos to show that 9/11 was a fucking inside job. And you can talk about it, which is great. And I'm not going to get suspended for saying, yes, it was a fucking total inside job. Right? Because the day before, $2.1 trillion was supposedly missing, right? That came out from, what's his name? See, I hate when I fucking blank on this. But, love his wife. Cheers, my friend. Yeah, his wife is awesome. Yeah, I mean, I love the whole thing. I just want to know what Charlie would do, man. That's me. I mean, what would Charlie do? If shit's shit, would he just let it sit there, or he'd look into it? He'd report on it. He wouldn't just open and close case. That's it. That's done. You know, it is highly sus. Thank you. Oliver. It is highly suspect. Yeah, it's just, to me, honestly, I just look at all the stuff that we've been through, all the things that this country has put us through. How in the fuck can we continue to just take everything at face value? And I don't care who is running the goddamn show. I mean, seriously, I'm really at that point, right? I'm really at that point where if something is just kind of off, like right here, when somebody asks me why I don't trust the government, here's the list, people. Right here. It's right here. Okay? It's all right here. MK Ultra, Operation Netherwoods, Operation Paperclip, Operation Fast and Furious, Operation Mockingbird, Tuskegee Experiment, Waco, Ruby Ridge, JFK, NSA spying. That was Edward Dowd. Building 7, right? Building Gulf of Tonkin. That was bullshit. That really didn't happen. That's why fucking Vietnam War started. It was all bullshit. Chicago Black Sites, Flint Walker Crisis, Iran-Contra, Gary Webb, NDAA was just bullshit. Patriot Act together, they were just terrible. Bilderberg Group, Bohemian Grove, Abu Ghraib, Guantanamo Bay, just so many things. And that's probably, there's probably a lot more. Then you can add all the Trump stuff, which I post here, right? Here's all his stuff, right, that you saw earlier. But what I'm saying is, can we stop? Can we just stop? I brought this up in my show, I don't know, since 2017. If we can just, look, I think we can evolve as a species if the leading country can be honest. That's all I'm saying. I think we can make it to maybe a Star Wars future, or maybe a Babylon 5 future, or maybe a whatever future, right? Or Star Trek, which is, I'm still a Star Trek guy, even though it went fucking weird, crazy, woke. There's a couple of shows, a couple of episodes I might watch. I'm just like, what the fuck? Yeah. Gene Roddenberry would be very ashamed. There's just so many things that I think we still need to do to learn and to evolve as a species. And when you have, people like Larry Flint running the World Economic Forum now, and then in a way being endorsed by Trump, or BlackRock being endorsed to kind of watch the Panama Canal, which happened, you're just like, what the fuck? You're like, look, the guy, I got to tell you right now, Trump, I'm going to say it over and over again, there's no way I was going to let fucking Kamala just hand over this country to the World Economic Forum and the NGOs and all the fucking crazies out there, because this was going to happen. This was going to happen, and I've been talking about this for a long time, right? I put this up in like 2020, this picture I made in 2020, just letting you know, right? Our world, not theirs, and it says stop the World Economic Forum. I don't have the website anymore. I don't need it anymore. Once Trump got elected, I just didn't even use it anymore. And then it says right here, no parasitic global elite asshole is going to tell me where to go, what to do, and how to do it. It's just not going to happen, right? I want my free country back, which I've got. He gave me my free country back. Right? Just imagine how many mandates we'd have right now. Imagine how many fucking Fluvid-19s we'd have. Like, we'd be on Fluvid-24 right now. We would be on Fluvid-56, right? Whatever. It would just be horrific what these fucking people are doing. But and they'd still be walking. They're out there now. I am just saying right now, there are fucking people out there that are just zombies from we took the mRNA, and now they're like the Walking Dead, and it's working just fine, right? They're there. All these fucking people are just, God, it's just, And I think it's kind of affected people's brains a little bit. The more you get, the more it's kind of fucking with your brain. And this is a conspiracy theory for me. I'm just going to say it right now. You ready for this? I'm going to say this. This is it. What if Bill Gates was able to insert his DNA, replicate it, and put it into the COVID-19 mRNA vaccine? What if he was able to do that? And now everybody that took it, you have a piece of Bill in you. Oh, not good, bro. Not good. Oh, just imagine if somebody exposed that. But we're really not going to know who to trust right now until we find out. And I've always put this up. I have to do it. I do it every show. I don't give a fuck. That's me. We need to know who did it. Right? We need to know who's got it or who actually took it. I know Trump just took a updated COVID-19 shot, but I was told, why is this? Oh, it's all dirty shit. So fucking weird. All right, there we go. We're back. Once it gets all dirty, it's all fucked up. The little light on the mouse. The question no one is asking, is there a medical procedure or a test that a person could take, maybe through their saliva or their blood or some, fingernail, however you want to do it, that would indicate completely and thoroughly and unequivocally that would detect if you have any type of the COVID-19 mRNA vaccine in your blood system, in your body, in your DNA, or whatever. And I'm going to tell you, that should be done. That should be done. Again, Trump just took an updated flu shot. He didn't take the mRNA. I don't think he's ever had it, to be honest with you. That's just me. I'm just telling you. I don't think he ever had it. Because we know all the side effects it gives you. We know all the crap that it does to your body. Right? And weirdly, now I can talk about it. By the way, this channel was down. If you're just here, I just want to let you know. This channel was down for 4 years. I have 3 or 4 other channels that I had to start using. I'm on number 806 or 807 because I have tons of information from all of my channels, from all of my YouTube channels. And I have 4 or 5 of them. And, wait, hold on. Where am I going here? Yeah, so let me fix this. See if I got any comments. I just put the order as number 1. What the hell's going on? There we go. Oh, now it's covering me. All right. Now I got to fix this one. Or at the top. All right. So, yeah. And we know this is actually factual. This information here. What changed in the last 30 years? Yeah. All the crap they've been feeding us. If you it's like when this happened, they wanted to let people start creating their own fire departments instead of using like a city-based fire department, which is a socialistic thing. I get it. But what was happening is there were people lighting fires and then putting them out, or attempting to put them out, and it didn't pan out too well. Okay, it didn't pan out too well. So, really, the point I'm making is there are some things, in my opinion, that a city should take care of. There are certain things that a county should take care of, and that a state should take care of, right? And then the federal government is basically just the umbrella, or the Iron Dome, in my opinion, right? The Space Dome or whatever, that protects it all. I think that's just me. But when it comes down to it, we need to have our First and Second Amendment rights. I've always said the Second Amendment protects the First. Example: there are 2 people in a room. One has a gun, one doesn't. Who has free speech? If both people have a gun, who has free speech? They both do. if they both don't have a gun and one's bigger than the other, right? So you got to kind of even the playing field. One's faster, stronger, bigger, whatever. Could snap your neck in a heartbeat or something like that. You got to have a better playing field. There was one other picture in here I think I was going to bring up, but I can't find it right now, so I'm not even going to. Yeah, sounds good. Let's go back to social media. We're going back to social media Friday. Or Sunday, excuse me. Let's see if I got... I'm going to put this here now, since I got it up. Pop and Jive Talk. Alright. Okay, Oliver. Alright, so now... I want to jump down. I just want to let you know what makes this country great. I'm going to say it. Is Travis Pastrana. I don't care what anybody says. That guy's fucking badass. That guy makes America great. I like 15,000 horsepower tractor pulls because I used to go to them, and believe it or not, San Diego, California. And I've been to a lot of supercrosses, and I used to have a KX500, and I love that shit. Right? And we need that stuff. We need to have these races. By the way, the Netherlands had a rock skipping competition. It wasn't Sweden. I think it was Sweden. And I was like, nah, dude. Okay, good. That was like really big for them. And they like to run down hills after cheese. Something like that. All right, going back to the social media. 'Cause that's where we're at. Let's do this. Get that back in focus here so we can. Alrighty. I like this girl's perspective. This was good.
Why are you so all about authority? Why do you feel like you need government? Like you need a mommy, daddy. You're a fucking adult. Why do you need some random dude in a fucking suit, a bureaucrat, to tell you how to live? Your taxes makes it so that they should be representing you.
That's what it should be.
Yeah, you sit here and cling to every rule and you whine. I don't want to do this anymore. Then don't do it. Then fucking don't do it. Be an adult and make decisions. And say, if this is the system, I don't want a part of it. I'm not going to participate in it anymore. I'm going to do other things. I'm going to research shit. I'm going to get into the loopholes. I'm going to learn how the 1% handle their money so that I can handle my little bit of money the same way.
That's right, I can help you.
You have the freedom to go look for the information. It's out there. It's accessible. But you're just lazy, and you want to be like a fucking child with your government as daddy. Why are you so all about authority? Why do you feel like you need government?
That's a good point. I don't think they had that. I mean, government wasn't really there. Registration, IDs, all this other shit. It just wasn't there. And everybody pretty much got along, right? Yeah, I'm really concerned about CBDC. That. And we've got to tell Trump cash has to be king. Period. Cash has to be king. And then go back to the gold standard. I'm okay with that too. Abyss, an amazing creating energy orbs. Oh, this is good. This guy created. I'm not gonna do that. Oh, this is the one. I'm glad I found this. This is good. Hang on. I gotta go back. Let me go back.
Be arresting not me. Why don't you say that before? What we got here?
Cam, this is William Klein. He was wrecking an office.
But I just wanted to meet them face. They're the ones you should be arresting, not me.
Why don't you say that before?
What we got here?
Cam, this is William Klein. He was wrecking an office.
But I just wanted to meet them face to face. I wanted them to admit what they were doing.
Who is they? He was in the office of the Trilateral Commission.
Trilateral Commission?
Yeah, the Trilateral Commission. All right, what is the Trilateral Commission? It's an organization founded in 1973 by David Rockefeller to bring together business and political leaders from the United States, Europe, Japan, so they could work together for better economic and political cooperation between their nations.
That's what they'd like us to believe. But you see, what they're really up to is a scheme to plant their own loyal members in positions of power in this country. They're the ones who should be in positions of power in this country to work to erase national boundaries and create an international community and, in time, bring about a one-world government with David Rockefeller calling the shots.
I take it they're pressing charges?
Yeah, well, he broke a globe and some UNICEF artwork.
Well, they're in on it, too.
Okay, Mr. Klein, if you just...
I'm telling you, our whole way of life as we know it is in jeopardy.
I appreciate that information.
But I have the documented evidence. It's all in there. Show him.
Well, he's got these magazines here.
Conspiracy Review? Suppressed Truth Roundup?
The whole master plan is exposed.
Yeah, well,
You're still not convinced, huh? Would you like to hear the names of just a few of the people who have been on the Trilateral Commission?
Not particularly.
James Earl Carter. Heard of him?
Look, Mr. Klein...
Henry Kissinger. You heard of him? Walter Mondale.
Who? Mr. Klein, this is
John Anderson. George Bush. Now, you remember at the convention, everybody thought it was going to be Ford for Veep. You know what happened? David Rockefeller just picked up a phone, put in a call. Hey, Ronnie, forget Jerry, it's George. Bye. So, no matter who won in November, they had their man in the White House. They're the ones who should be the face. I wanted them to...
You gotta...
They're the ones who should be admit what they were doing.
Anyway. Let me see what else I got. I don't know if I want to... Might have a couple more things. I like this right here. Watch this. This Jim Brewer's awesome.
Still haven't released that list. Elon's the president's right-hand guy. The right-hand guy went from that to... President Trump is on the Epstein list. Are we gonna pretend that wasn't put out for the world to just look at? And then he came back like, my bad. Still haven't released that list. Elon's the president's right-hand guy. The right-hand guy went from that to...
I told you why they're doing it. Trump knows that the Demoncrats have a entire full copy of that client everything list Epstein file. They have it. So he's going to let them get desperate and pull it out first because they keep trying to block everybody else that's trying to do it. They keep trying to block everybody else that's trying to do it. Yeah, if you got it, I mean, they have 4 years to fucking do it, for God's sake. I like this. Robert Walker puts up some pretty funny shit, but I thought this was a good one. Right. I think we should kind of end it at this. There could be some stuff I'm missing tonight, but this is an ongoing documentary. I could miss a few things. Shervick, damn, I'm worried from the 70s. Yeah, that's 1981. Yeah, from 1981, that was a warning. And a lot of people were aware of it. You know that G. Edward Griffin obviously was, for sure. I'm sure he was. But here it is. You must always be willing to truly consider evidence that contradicts your beliefs and admit the possibility that you may be wrong. Intelligence isn't knowing everything. It's the ability to challenge everything you know. And I said right here, the day I know everything is the day I'm dead, right? Because if I know everything, then I shouldn't be here anymore. And I don't know shit, so I'm just telling you. I'm just some fucking guy doing YouTubes every once in a while. I'm going to leave you with this one. I think this is important.
I want to speak to your manager! And why is that other officer standing so far away from me?
His body cam is on. He is just trying to get you in frame.
Emotional damage!
I want to speak to your manager! And why is that other officer
body cam is on. He is just trying to get you in frame.
Emotional damage. I want to speak to your manager. And why is that other officer standing so far away from me?
His body cam is on. He is just trying to get you in frame.
That's fucking hilarious. Get out of there. Get out of here. Oh my god, that was good. You've seen this. This is the small version. There's another version. Patrick Bett is great, right? He kind of chops this chick up pretty bad. And I don't know if this is staged, but she's just terrible. I mean, look, like I said earlier, it's up to you. Your actions will dictate what you're going to do. That's it. If you're going to reach for it, you're going to reach for it. If you're not, you're not. If you're going to dip your hand into the cookie jar, then that's you. If you're going to dip your hand, if you're going to get out of the damn kitchen, then that's you too. So, I mean, there are people out there that...
You like to live off $7.25
I used
an
to
hour.
work for $4.25 at Haagen-Dazs.
Yeah.
Right.
Then I
And that
went
was a
and
very
worked
different
at
time.
Burger King for $4.75.
And how much do you make
Then
now?
I make millions
Shut the
today.
fuck up.
Then
Right,
I
and
worked
that's
at
why you
Bob's
like
Big Boy.
capitalism, because we're not all making
But
money.
the
And that's my
difference
point.
is, but
A
the difference
millionaire is
between
critiquing the people in
no,
poverty
the
and
difference,
saying
my
you should
hope,
work harder. You should work. You know, you can be lean. We can't all be it.
My hope is that you believe you can change and improve. That you believe you can upgrade yourself. That's my
It's
belief.
very, and you know what? That's what rich people like you want to keep telling us. You can be just like me. Do you want to be like me? If you work hard enough,
I'm not
you can
saying
be like
that.
me.
I
It's
don't.
not very realistic.
It's actually you wouldn't be able to be like me because
You're
you wouldn't
talking
work that
down to
hard.
people like
Would
us.
you work that hard?
You don't.
Would you?
I'm not going to tell you. I don't have
Would-
to answer
would you-
that.
if you
I
don't
don't have
choose
to
to-
measure my I don't have to measure my work ethic to be worthy.
You don't have to. Then you can't be upset for others who do so. You
I
can't
can't
be upset
for people who are
No,
struggling.
because they work
and that's
harder
what's wrong
than
with
you.
You like to live off.
That's the point. I'm not going to be mad at Elon Musk ever. Right? I'm not going to even be too mad at Zuckerberg. I don't know how it happened or whatever. There's rich billionaire people out there, and they got to where they are because certain things happened in their favor, or they worked their ass off. I know a lot of people that have worked their ass off that have gotten where they're that have done very well, and they deserve it because they put in the time, they put in the effort. But this is just if you want to be lazy, it's up to you. Yeah, this was a good one too. Yeah, this is all coming out. This, by the way, Trump a couple of days ago, or yesterday I think it was, he had a round table, he had a big square table meeting. A bunch of these reporters did some serious investigations on what Antifa was doing and how they were moving. But I'm going to tell you now that I knew from a fact that Antifa, when they first started for the first 5 years or so, they were a bunch of older men living with their parents in the basement. That's what they were, and they just didn't have nothing to do, and they got crazy havoc and all that other shit. And then they started getting supported, they started getting backing, and they were basically out there just to cause chaos and confusion and crap. Just ridiculous.
As you alluded to, Mr. President, this is a money story. And at the Government Accountability Institute, my colleague and I, Peter Schweitzer and our team, we followed the money, and we followed it to the top of what we call the protest industrial complex, Riot Inc. And we found a network of NGOs. It's not just the Soros network, the Open Society network, it's other funding networks, the Arabella funding network, the Tides funding network, Neville Roy Singham and his network, Foreign Cash. And it's also big left-wing funders. Some of them are not citizens of this country. Mr. Hans-Jörg Wyss of Switzerland. They're pouring money into this entire ecosystem. And so I want to share 3 money facts with you about what we call Riot Inc. Number 1, like any corporation, Riot Inc. has many divisions. It doesn't just have the Antifa boots on the ground division. It has PR divisions. It has marketing divisions. It has a very well-funded legal division to get these boots on the ground back on the streets as quickly as possible. but it does have those investors that I mentioned. Number two, we have identified dozens of radical organizations, not just the decentralized Antifa organizations, but dozens of radical organizations that have received more than $100 million from the Riot Inc. investors. These would be the lawyer groups. These would be the groups that advocate for calling good, honest Americans fascists, etc. And then three, I think the most shocking thing is that we have found that more than $100 million in U.S. taxpayer funding has flowed into these funding networks, including at least $4 million to these very groups themselves, not just Antifa types, but there was an event in Atlanta called Stop Cop City. Over 60 rioters were charged with domestic terrorism. These groups received money for that from both the billionaire class as well as taxpayer money. So one other thing, this money helps fund the decentralized crowdfunding platforms. These are ways that Antifa, the John Brown Gun Club of Elm Fork, which had links to that attack on the ICE facility, the Socialist Rifle Association, and just because they don't have LLCs or EIN numbers doesn't mean they can't get paid. Some of these funding platforms, crowdfunding platforms, are funded by this network that we call rioting. So, again, I want to thank you for your leadership, for the whole cabinet's leadership on this. We're going to keep following the money and appreciate everything you're doing, sir.
Do you know the name of any of the funders? Do you know the names? Because if you do, I'd like you to give them to Cash or Pam.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or Christy.
Yeah, we'll do that.
As soon as you can. That's all of you. Because you probably know the names after a certain period of time. You tend to find out. But these are people that do not have good intention.
This is not just a story about violence and chaos, as you alluded to, Mr. President. This is a money story.
Yeah, he's going to find out, and this is going to be bad for the Demoncrats. Like I keep saying, dude, you've got the fucking royal flush. Now is not the time. He's preparing the cases. He wants to make sure when that gavel comes down, it's fucking strong and it's solid. It's going to stick. So that's just my professional opinion. What else am I doing here? Hang on. Let's go down. Oh, I got to show this. This is good. How do I make this bigger? This seems so freaking... Oh, you know what? Here, I can make it a little bit bigger. I can do it. Wait, what is that place? Where are we looking at right now? What is going on here? Right? Uh-oh. The helicopter comes up, and what do they see? This is right after it happened. Helicopter view proves no plane hit the Pentagon in 9/11. I don't see a single plane piece. Nothing. Do you see any plane debris? Bueller? Right? Let's go back. Let's just watch it. Yeah. Okay. Somebody's selling something. Well, whatever. We're going to get out of there. Let's go down. Yeah, I'm worried also about Tucker Carlson, believe it or not. I am worried about him and his health. I'm worried about I'm not going to get into this right here because this is very disgusting of what the global elitists do and how sick these fucking people are. They're just disgusting fucking people. I can't tell you how terrible these people are. They're just... It's hopefully it'll all come out soon. I'm hoping that Trump will reveal everything about these people. They're just beyond it's not even it's just it's horrific. It's deranged. It's just fucking but there's this lady she did a lot of the Canary in the Matrix. Sonia Anderson just kind of lays it out, what's going on, what they've been doing. If you need information in regards to Anthony Weiner's laptop and Hillary Clinton and Huma, Hillary's assistant, and what they did to a person, and the 12 or 13 cops that all of a sudden, most of them died. Yeah. Other thing is bees. We need to keep the bees going. It's important. This right here, ex-investment banker Christy Austin Fitz. If these guys get a 100% digital system with a digital ID and programmable money, guess what? We're fucked. That's basically. Yeah, I warned of this early back in 2020, and and tried to warn everybody. Just look at my videos; you can fucking see it. Yeah. Huffington Post, of course, pushing the fucking flu again. They're still on pace. Oh, you gotta watch this. We gotta watch this one. This is a good one. This is a good one.
So anybody who is not white, blonde hair, blue-eyed is under threat by Donald Trump.
I have to agree with that. Yes. I mean, I did say that.
What do you think about black Americans that voted for Donald Trump?
I think that they were sideswiped, and I don't know what the they were doing. Honestly, you're voting against your best interest. Same goes for, like, middle America, you fucking white, dumb assholes. Like, Donald Trump does not give a about you.
Wow.
He doesn't care.
Who is a better choice for black America?
I think Obama was amazing, and I wish he was still here. I do.
Can you name anything positive that Donald Trump's done?
I'm going to say I don't know. The thing is, I feel like every single thing that he does has an ulterior motive. It's not for, like, the better of the people. It's literally for him and how it's going to help him. He's like the absolute idea of a narcissist.
So Donald Trump, during his first term, signed the Future Act into law that permanently funded historically black colleges and universities.
Okay.
Do you think that that's a positive for black America?
Absolutely. Of course I do.
Do you think he did that because he cares or because he had an ulterior?
He did it because he was pressured and was like, you got to do this if you're going to get that.
Pressured by who?
Because she knows.
By whomever, whatever other, like, whatever the quid pro quo thing happens. I mean, like, he had to do this to get that. I don't have.
She looks seriously vaccinated. That's all I gotta say.
Have any other words outside? I fucking.
And sounds seriously vaccinated. That's all I gotta say.
Hate him. And
I could tell that.
I'm not going to say the words that I want to say, but I wish he were dead.
Why not?
Whoa, what? No. Look at that. I mean, as terrible as the illegitimate person that Biden was and became the illegitimate president of the United States, I didn't want him to die. That's still my president, whether I voted for him or not. Even though his main goal, well, he didn't know what he was doing. Their main goal of his handlers, let's say, was to hand this country over to the globalists. Period. I've proved that over and over and over again. But I didn't want him to die. I didn't want people to kill him, or Kamala, or anybody. Wait, I don't know. I was a little iffy on Bill Gates. I'm kidding. I just want to see that guy handcuffed and go in prison. I really want that. And so do billions of people, I'm sure. And Anthony Fauci should be definitely in prison.
You wish he was dead?
No, I just wish he would just go away forever. Anything that I say, any of the people that I'm associated with appreciate what I'm saying, and if they don't, I don't care anymore. You can leave me alone. I'm done.
You think most of black Americans would probably agree with what you said?
I would have to say yeah. I hope that they do. I hope that they can see what is going on. His birthday party with the tanks, get out of here. That's crazy.
You don't want to wish him a happy birthday, happy belated birthday?
No, I wish you were dead. Bye. Am I going to be arrested for that? I mean, God, can you imagine if that happened in America? If I could not say what I'm saying for fear of being arrested.
Well, I mean, I might as well just let you know, I'm a black American who voted for Trump.
I'm sorry about that.
Why? I'm getting what I voted for.
No, I'm sorry. No, are you? Mm-hmm. You are? What do you mean by that?
They're deporting criminals, people who shouldn't be in the country.
Criminals, honey.
If you come here illegally, you're a criminal.
I think you're just trying to be divisive right now, and I don't think that's really how.
What? That's it. This happens all the fucking time. You make a valid point. You're just trying to be divisive. What? Her fucking it clicks every time. Doesn't matter. That's how indoctrinated they are. Especially if you come from a public school. I'm just telling you right now. You are completely indoctrinated. You don't even know it, and you need to fucking open your eyes. Okay? I'm just saying. And I'm telling you. But this girl, all she said, I want to get back to what she just said. It's just well done.
Criminals, people who shouldn't be in the country.
Criminals, honey.
If you come here illegally, you're a criminal.
I think you're just trying to be divisive right now.
I think the better question is, so what gives you that perspective? What gives you that thought? How about a normal conversation? These people just poof, gone.
And I don't think that's really how you
just
feel.
asked my opinion.
I think that you are just doing this to sort of like ignite excitement. And I can't imagine you would vote for that person who literally doesn't care about you.
But he does.
He doesn't. He doesn't.
His actions say different.
Are you a white multi-millionaire male? Then
no,
probably you're not. So he doesn't really care about you at the end of the day. I should have understood who you are. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry for you. And again, I know you just want clicks.
You don't have to feel sorry for me. Typical white liberal, just telling me what I should believe, and then when I tell her that I actually don't believe that, I'm being divisive. So any.
And she cute, and that girl cute. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna end it on that. Yep, Travis Pastrana, he's amazing. Tractor pull's amazing. Oh, monster trucks. I gotta tell you right now. Monster trucks are fucking awesome. I've been to a few monster trucks. There's Gravedigger right there. They used to have this one, Mud Shark, a real Mud Shark, and that used to be my nickname. I used to surf a lot in California. California has become such a fucking hellhole, and the sickness out there. Anyway, I think I'm going to go. I'm good. I think we're good. There's just a lot to cover. Oh, by the way, I strongly recommend that you guys watch this. This is Kai, Donald Trump's granddaughter, going out, and they had a wonderful time. In this video, let me just kind of show you what I see in this. It's a great, they spent an hour and a little over an hour out there, and and Trump still golfs really good. He's fucking pretty solid. I mean, the guy is definitely, I don't know, I think he's like scratch golfer. I know he was better than scratch when he was younger, but a Democrat will only feel hate in viewing this video. You just saw it. I, on the other hand, sense love, appreciation, and actual joy between a grandfather and his granddaughter. Sadly and pathetically, Demoncrats won't view it at all. They don't want to fucking know. They just, if it comes out of Rachel Maddow's mouth, it's biblical, it's golden, it's the 10th part, it's the 11th commandment. If it comes out of CNN, if it comes out of MSNBC, if it comes out of Los Angeles Times, or the New York Times, or Associated Press, or NPR, or fucking PBS, or whatever non-governmental organization is owned by, they'll listen to it, and that's the sad thing. Near future game show. This was probably happening. I don't know if you guys can see this. This is a good one. Near future game show. Sorry, Arthur. Your answer was actually correct. But Paul shouted his opinion louder, so he gets the point. And on extra point also goes to Sue, as she was offended by your answer. Yeah, I love it. Fucking sick of this political correct shit, It's done. Oh, by the way, talk to me if you want to get this kind of stuff. This is our 8th paycheck. This girl right here. If you've made it this far, talk to me. Let me know how it's doing. I'm just getting involved. They started like 3 or 4 months ago. But this girl right here, that's her 8th paycheck for the month. And it's that big right there. This is real. I verified it. So if you guys want to make money, if you want to learn how to do it, let me know. I'm building a team and be a part of it. That's all I want to say. Aloha. Thank you for calling or being here. Thank you for being on. I truly appreciate everybody that comes on Mana Talk. Remember, Mana meaning mystical power, and Talk meaning